The recording stopped. So yesterday, I sent out two emails to two different people, and I said, and one of them, one of the applicants needed like a whole list of documents. So I sent him this email, and I get the package together, a questionnaire, and he has to, it's a process. He, and I also schedule um him for viewing so he can view the apartment. So he replies and tells me when he can view the apartment. So I said, okay, whatever. I saw that this morning. So I get a call, and the minute he calls, he's like, oh, can I speak to Angie Gomez? Because, yeah, I gave him my documents, and um, I can't get this. I can't get this particular type of document, and what I gave in, and I'm working two jobs, and he's going off. It's nine something in the morning. So at first I was gonna let him go off, but he didn't even. The way he was going, I said, "Excuse me, please do not call my phone speaking to me in that tone or that manner." I said, "The email that I sent you gave you a deadline. If any of those documents you are unable to get by the deadline, then we can discuss that when we cross that bridge. And maybe I will grant you an extension. Mind you, I don't have to. Mind you, while I'm talking, he's still talking. I said, stop talking over me. I said, you're calling my phone for assistance. And I will not assist you, and I cannot assist you if you're not going to listen. How is it I'm supposed to help this man when he's just busy talking over me? You're not the only person in the world who has trouble obtaining documents, sir. There's a whole procedure. There's timelines and things that we give people. We give a leniency, or we'll grant an extension or whatever. The way he was calling my phone, and then he kept nudging at, oh, that's gonna take what did he say? Oh, he was like, I can't get those documents until a month from now or whatever. I don't say anything. So I said, the deadline that I gave you is the only deadline that I can possibly give you for now. I cannot process your application unless you give in those documents. I said, you're calling me for assistance, but you're speaking to me in a very rude way. I didn't want to say nasty. I said in a very rude way. And I said, then he goes and tries to look for the email. And I don't know if he's so flustered or he just one of them old people that just don't want to learn or have patience or whatever and look through their stuff. He's like, oh, I can't find the email. I can't find the email. I just sent it yesterday, and you called me with all this energy from that email, and now you can't find it. So he's like, oh, you're going to have to resend it to me. You have to resend it to me. So I said, okay, I'm going to resend it. And it says what it says. That is our policy. We cannot process your application unless we have all these documentations. Oh, because I gave in everything, and I could drop this off. I could drop something off this morning, but I gave in everything. What else do y'all want? It's not what you say. You cannot tell me what is enough. I need them 6 bank statements, sir. What is your problem? This is my issue. Some people see that there's a policy in place, and even if you don't agree with that policy, it's still in place. Your opinion is not going to rewrite the fucking rule. And number two, I don't even write the policy. I don't write the rules. I have to enforce them. There are laws in place when it comes to housing, especially in New York City. Who's going to process this file if you don't give me the required documents? Why would this man call me that early in the morning thinking that he was going to speak to me that way? That reminds me of the time that when I was working and I was doing, what, I don't know what the title was, community associate. It's almost the same thing I'm fucking doing now, right? Um, but this girl needed help. And she was on the phone with a nasty attitude, talking to the kids, screaming and doing whatever. And I'm the one that's supposed to do the interview. I'm supposed to be interviewing you for the assistance you need. And you on the phone with a nasty attitude and doing all this other shit as if I got to sit on the phone and, bitch, are you hungry or not? Because some of y'all think because people are working in a certain profession that you can speak to them any old type of way. As much people need assistance, you will slip through the crack with me. Okay? Watch your tone. Watch how you speak to me, because I'm a very rational person. I can articulate myself well. So if you call me and I'm trying to explain a process to you and you're being nasty, rude, or you're talking over me, or you don't want to hear me, or you're being irrational, I am not your therapist. I'm not your therapist. I'm not that type of caseworker. I don't have to deal with it. I don't. And I don't just easily get irritated and throw people's applications to the bottom of the bottom of the list. No, that's not the type of person I am. I've been in situations where I've been hungry, broke, needed assistance, and I may have came off a little off-putting. But one thing I never was entitled. Whoever was helping me, I was grateful for their help. If I did come off a little in the beginning, I made sure to correct myself and humble myself. I apologize. I'm sorry. Can you please continue to assist me? Y'all don't have that. It's either a motherfucker in their 60s or it's either a raggedy bitch in her 20s that don't understand how to speak to people, especially when you're seeking help from them, when you need them to do a service for you. Y'all are out your mind. The fact that, y'all, I was so upset, I was so flustered, my voice was cracking because I already have trouble breathing. Almost had a fucking asthma attack on the phone. That's how upset this man made me. I got on the phone. He continued talking. I didn't know what else to say. I told him whatever the policy was. And I ended up hanging up the phone. I didn't even say have a good day. I couldn't even be professional at that. I just hung up the phone. He called himself calling me back. And I didn't pick up. So he writes me an email, and at this point he's gonna have to email me because I need to keep a paper trail so I can show my supervisor the interactions that me and this man is having. So he emails me something about, oh, he's not gonna be able to get those documents until a month from now. I said, okay, well, I can withdraw your application. You are more than welcome to reapply for it in 6 months. Because clearly you don't need the place. Clearly you don't need the unit. You don't need this place. Because ain't no way I'm homeless / extremely low income and somebody contacts me and say, hey, here's a place that you will only have to pay from $470 to $605 for in New York City. And I don't motherfucking make it my business to go get them to go get the documentation. Ain't no free lunch. Some of y'all are losing y'all damn mind. So yeah. I had to calm down. The way he called me, and then you know how you speaking to somebody and they just speaking over you as if they don't even hear you talking? That grinds my gears. All professionalism goes out the window. Because, hello, like, a conversation, one person speaks, listen, understand, comprehend, think, respond, repeat. Why are you talking over me? Why did you think that you was going to call me and bully me into processing your application? I'm not. Your application will be withdrawn. Now, technically, I cannot withdraw his application until after the deadline, but the 18th is going to come, and I don't know what he think is going to happen, but your application will be withdrawn, sir. You will be rejected. You will receive a rejected letter. You're going to have to appeal. And then you're going to appeal, and then you're going to have another deadline that you say that you can't meet. You're not going to get the apartment. So there's that. But anyways, yeah, I had to go on that rant because being in the social work, casework field, the amount of people that need help from you that are nasty and rude towards you is mind-boggling, okay? Mind-boggling.